Hello everyone, welcome back. In this part, we're going to talk about JavaScript Array Search methods. Here we have a simple array including 6 items of our car brands. Let's name our array to cars. Here we're going to have variable which we have our cars inside it, which here we're going to write our functions and methods, and here let's console log our x variable. So now if we run, we got our array right here. First method that we're going to talk about is our indexof method, which here one of the items that we have inside of our array, and if we run, it's going to give us which index that item is. So our BMW is in index 0, and our Ford, for example, is in index of 2. And if we have some values which is not containing inside of our array, this function is going to return us this -1 value, which means this item that you put is not inside of our array. And here let's say we want to search BMW again, but if we put another parameter here, it's going to be where our search to be start. So if we put nothing and give only one parameter, it's going to search all of the array. But if we give another parameter, let's say 2 right here, which is this 4, it's going to search from this index. So now if we run again, you can see we got -1. But we have this in these places. But instead of this, let's say we want to search Volvo. Now if we search, because Volvo is after this Ford, we got the position of 3. And if we use the index 2 number right here and run, you can see again we got this one too. So we starting from this index to the end of our array. But let's say here we have our Ford, and we have this Ford again in this place too. You know that we can have duplicated and repeatedly values inside of our array. So if we search right here, you can see we only get our first one and not this one. And to get access to the index of this one, we can use lastIndexof method, and this method is going to give us the last one, which is 5, and not the first one. And as same as indexof, here we can have another parameter, which is our start parameter. Let's say we want to start from 3, which is this Volvo right here. And now if we run, you can see we got index of 2 instead of 5. And that's because our lastIndexof method going to search our array from this index, and when it ends, it's going to come back to the beginning and start search until that point. So when we put this 3 right here, it's as same as we grab this part of array and put that right here before of our items. And now if we search, you got this Ford as first one and this one as last one. So this is how it works. Next method that we're going to talk about is our includes method, which going to give us if that item is in our array or not. So let's say here we check Ford again. Now if we run, we got the value of true. But let's say here we search our simple word right here. As you see, we got the value of false because we don't have that word right here. Another function that we have here is our find function. And if we run this like this, you can see we got an error, which is word is not function. So this method is going to accept function as parameter. So here let's say we have simple function with the name of f1, and now if we give the f1 function to our method, you can see we can run our code, but we got the value of undefined. And that's why our function doesn't do any work. Our function must take 3 arguments. The first one that we want to get is our value, then our index, and at the last, our array. And inside of our function, we can define our condition to check in our find method. So here, let's say we want to return only values and items which their value dot length is equal to 4. And this is our condition operation, which means equal. It is equal. It's going to give us value of true and return this item to our find. And now by this condition, we have 2 fords right here, which both of them has length of 4. And now if we run, you can see we got the value of 4. And let's say we have another word here instead of word. And if we run again, you can see we got only the first one and not the other one. And let's say we want to check if it's 5 or not. This is 5 and this is 5 either. So if we check 5, as you expected, we only going to get this Dodge and not our Volvo. And if we want to get the index of this one and not the value, we can simply use our findIndex instead of our find method. And now if we run, you can see we got the index number and not the value for that. But if we want to find the last one and not the first one, which here is our Volvo, we can use here findLast method. And now if we run, as you expected, we got this Volvo right here. And of course, we can have findLastIndex right here too, which is going to give us the index and not the value. Please give a like and subscribe to catch next videos.